Developed based on feedback from the war in Afghanistan, the BMP-T created a need for a powerful and versatile armored support vehicle. The first ideas concerning a support vehicle in 1987 by the Chelyabinsk factory were the Objects 781 and 782. They housed a heavily modified T-72 chassis. The main advantages of this tank in urban combat were the addition of a 40mm grenade launcher and heavy armor plating on the sides. These areas needed heavy armoring for urban combat, the consequences of which the Russians experienced in Chechnya during urban warfare and in Afghanistan in the hills. Now let's talk about the rather unusual turret. Let's admit it, and especially its 30mm to a 7 cannon into separate turrets. For infantry, there was also a 7.62mm machine gun. Regarding pure anti-tank warfare, it was equipped with a Kornet missile, very effective for its time and even today. Its superior version, the Object 782, had a 2-man turret with a low recoil 100mm to a 7.0 cannon. If you want an image, it's the same cannon as the BMP-3. This same armament, coupled with the previous 30mm cannon, made its crew very heavy. There was a driver, a gunner, a tank commander, to grenadiers, and to soldiers in charge of the chassis-mounted machine guns, which were supposed to be able to engage 6 targets at the same time. With Object 781 cancelled between 1995 and 1996, Chelyabinsk was once again involved in developing Object 787, also known as Object 752 in some sources. This support vehicle was based on the turret and chassis of the T-72AV, equipped with Contact 1. The T-72's 125mm gun was replaced by two 30mm high-elevation cannons, the effectiveness of which I questioned. These cannons were supported by 12.7mm machine guns and unguided missiles, initially designed for enemy helicopters. Now let's talk about the first not prototype tank I'm discussing today, the BMP-T Ramka, or rather Object 199, one of the first real BMP-T. The chassis is based on the T-72B, unlike the first prototype. This one is slightly modified. This support vehicle was presented in the 2000s by the Eurovagenzid factory. It was equipped with two 30mm 2A for 2 cannons and for Kornet ATGM launchers for anti-tank warfare. Its improved version, the BMP-T Terminator 2, is equipped with Terminator armament. The BMP-T Terminator 2 is effective against both lightly and heavily armored targets, but only if its gun manages to be accurate, because yes, its gun is extremely inaccurate, just like its predecessor. This is yet another reason to lower its performance in War Thunder. Anyway, I'm done. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something about the history of the BMP-T. I could have done more, but I didn't have the time.